Hi everyone, it's Sarah from Plan Sarah Plan, and welcome to my plan with me for April 7th through the 13th. Today I'm planning in my Erin Condren vertical life planner, and I'm using a decorative collection called Light Chaser. It's from Simply Gilded, and it includes a bunch of washi tape, this nice pen, and all of these sticker sheets. Let's go ahead and check out the washi tape to see what we have. So here is the gist of it. You can kind of get the vibe. I haven't opened them all, and I won't open them all because I really want to save some to put in my giveaway box. But I can tell you that this is pet tape. So it's like on a roll, and you just peel off stickers and they will have like an iridescent effect to them or a holographic effect. And then we have several sizes of washi tape. So just looking at these without opening them up, I feel like the look that I would like the most might be this silhouette of a landscape with a sunset and stars. And I really like this one that's sort of purple with just a lot of silver shimmer and sprinkle to it. And I might even like this deeper purple with the silhouette of the landscape in the foreground. So I'm going to put these away for the time being and possibly open them, possibly not. And we'll also go ahead and open this and see what stickers we get. It looks like we get a lot of stars, hearts, and planners, some office supplies, and some bows. So we may or may not pull these in, but I expect I'll probably use at least a few. I have a lot of fun stuff to talk to you about, so I'm going to try to plan a little bit like I did last week, which was to really just place down the stickers in a way that I thought was pleasing, and I added my plans after the fact. That might help me to be able to talk to you without kind of messing up what I'm trying to do. But I will tell you right off the bat, I'm going to do something a little bit different right away. Instead of putting my piano stickers right here in the bottom box, I'm going to slide them all the way to the bottom of the page and just see what that looks like. And I'm going to use these for boxes for piano lessons. Okay, so here's what I want to talk to you about. My dad's event was yesterday, and it was called Mr. Reeser's Opus. He was a band director, and this was an event that had the purpose of allowing alumni and friends to get together and reminisce, because there was no funeral for my dad. He didn't really want a funeral. We just had a family graveside service. And so we had, I would say, 200 to 250 people in attendance, and we had it in the high school auditorium. And we had 4 musical performances, and then the rest of it was, I don't want to say testimonials, but just like sharing time where people shared stories about their experience in the band when they were in high school. And we had people from the class of 1970 all the way through the class of 2001. And it was a real special time for everyone. And I told you guys that I was somewhat nervous that I might cry when it was my turn to get up and sing. And I didn't really want to sing very much, but I felt like I was supposed to share the song that was so special to Dad in his final days. And there's a long story about that, which I kind of shared with you guys back in August or September. And I felt just compelled to do it. And so a week ago, my son and I put together a backing track, like an orchestrated sound with fake instruments, of course. But it sounded somewhat real, like the violins didn't quite sound real, but they had the violin effect that we wanted. And I played piano, he played bass and drums. We made a backing track for me to sing Mirror to. And that was really nice. And so I got up to sing, and I did not cry the entire time. It was moving the whole time, but I did not cry at all. And I know some of you prayed for me, and I want to thank you for doing that. And I was very happy that I didn't cry, because it's hard to sing when you cry. And it would have been okay, of course, if I cried. But I just wanted to do a nice job of this song, because to be honest, I felt like the main reason I needed to share it was possibly for someone in the audience. And I wanted them to be able to hear the words and not me be crying and struggling to get them out. And because you never know who needs what when they're listening, and you have an audience of people who are from all different walks of life, all different ages. And I really just thought it could be that I had a strong feeling to sing the song because somebody might need it. And so I sang it. And also, some of you wanted to hear it. So here's what I'm going to do. I do have a video recording. My husband recorded it, and I will put a link to it down in the video description. It is a copyright song. I mean, it is copyrighted. And I don't know if you say copywritten. I think you say copyrighted. I think that's what you say. But anyway, I have it unlisted. It's not a public video that you can search and find. Maybe one day I will change that. But for right now, it's an unlisted video. But I want you to be able to hear it. So the link to it is below, and you will hear in that video. And you know what I'm noticing? Sorry to interrupt. This is not exactly the usual washi tape. This seems to be glossier, maybe less transparent. Yeah, you know, I could use this to cover up lines that I don't really need to because it all matches. But this is a different sort of kind of slick washi tape. All right, so I just wanted to tell you that. But I will put the link below, and you will hear the remarks that I made before I started singing, just a little brief background of why this song was special to my dad and me and my sister, and even to the original artist of it, who was Evie Tornquist Carlson. She was someone I really looked up to when I was a kid. The song I sang was copyright 1976. And my folks went through a divorce in around 1977, and that's when somehow I was introduced to Evie. And this song became a very important one to me. And Evie in general, like the words to all of her songs, really helped me through that time. And any of you who have gone through your parents getting a divorce, especially like at one of the most awkward times of your life when you're in your kind of tween years, as they say, or preteen years, it's very important to have some good, solid guidance. And that's what I found with Evie. I really just was so grateful. And she is such a dear, gracious person that she has answered 3 emails that I've sent to her. And I went ahead and sent her a link to what I performed yesterday in case she has time to see it. We'll see. But I want you to be able to hear it. That's what I'm getting at. It went well, and I want you to be able to hear it. And it's in the video description. So we have choices here of, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 slightly different designs of these day headers, and they all have sort of small handwriting that doesn't pop a whole lot, but to my eye this pops the most. So I'm going to use that because my 58-year-old eyes can use a little bit of help. So I'm going to use this, and then we'll come in and put the little hearts that have the dates after we put these down. So head over and listen to me singing Mirror if you want to. Don't do it if you don't want to. And I was exhausted after this event. It ran long because people were supposed to keep their remarks to 3 minutes, and almost no one did. But in the beginning of the video, you'll hear me say, okay, my timer starts now, and I was just doing a little joke because you weren't supposed to speak for more than 3 minutes. And so I think I kept in 3 minutes. You'll have to time me and see. But I don't hold it against anyone who didn't, because as I was telling my friend who really helped me organize this and make it happen, she made it happen. Have I put the wrong days up here? Look at this. This is how bad my site is. I think I put Monday, Thursday, Sunday, and another Monday up here. Okay, I fixed that. It turns out they go sideways. So here's Tuesday, here's Wednesday. All right. But I don't hold it against anyone who spoke too long, because I feel like that they may have felt like this was their one and only chance to say what they felt they needed to say. And so we joked that the MC was going to make a noise with the bullhorn that Dad always used to speak through a bullhorn at marching band practice. And so we joked that if anybody went over the 3 minutes, they would get bullhorned. And nobody got bullhorned because we just didn't have the heart to do that to anybody. Because since they didn't have a funeral to go to, and if Dad was important in their formative years, they may have some really kind of very heartfelt things to say, and it just didn't seem right to cut them short. So the event ran long, needless to say. But we had some beautiful music performances, and they're all under copyright protection because everybody played, except for Amazing Grace, is under copyright, but I believe that I can still share them on the internet. It'll just, I will not put them as part of like my planner content. I need to do it in a different way. The dates are on heart-shaped stickers, and this week I'm going to put the hearts underneath the days of the week, just because that's a little different than I have done it before. What do you think about these boxes being all the way down here? It's kind of fun to do things differently. By the way, if you're in my Facebook group, be sure to vote on the April Viewer's Choice theme. I left it wide open. I put 2 choices in there, and then I left it open for you to add your ideas if you wanted to. And then other people can vote on your idea as well. And the Viewer's Choice plan with me will be the last week of April. Okay, now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Erin Condren has let out on their Instagram channel that they are going to begin spoilers for the new themes right here, Monday. So watch their Instagram channel. I think that's where you're most likely to see it first. Watch their Instagram channel. And once they share something, you're going to see affiliates begin to share pretty much the same stuff. They won't probably share new things that the company hasn't shared yet, but it's going to be rolled out gradually to sort of build excitement. It's always such a fun time. And, you know, I think we will enjoy the suspense. And someone asked in my Facebook group, when will you be reviewing the new planner collection? Well, all I can tell you is that I should receive the collection by Saturday or Sunday. So I definitely can't review it before I receive it. So I'll let you know. I'll update you as that unfolds. Will you look at how many bows you get in this? We need to put a bow on everything, don't we? I'm going to put a bow in the center top of every one of these boxes. And just like that, it was leveled up. Very similar to last week, what I've done is counted up what I have. So there are 7 of these half boxes left, and I'm going to put them in like this, right under the top of the middle header there, and then we will add to them. The thing that I don't like about some of these gorgeous stickers is that it's difficult to see what you write on them. I don't have a lot of complaints because they're so pretty, but I want my planner to be functional while it's decorative, not either or. And so this is going to be difficult to write on. I could do a script sticker and just stick it on top of there, and I might end up doing that just to make it pretty and not have to fool with the permanent pen, because you do need to write with a permanent pen on vinyl stickers. Oh, I have more than I need actually. I have 8 of these, maybe even more than 8. So we're just going to make this nice and neat going across with, no I don't, I have 7. It's hard for me to talk and plan at the same time. Okay, so we know that launch day now. I didn't know this when I did my April setup plan with me. There was a little bit of confusion about it. The general launch day is April 22nd for Erin Condren planners. The insider launch day is the day before, on April 21st. So be sure to sign up to be an Erin Condren insider. And I think you can do that if you click on the referral link that's down below that says get $10 off your first Erin Condren. I believe that also takes you to the referral link. Not the referral link. The referral link takes you to where you sign up. You start an account. But I suspect that most of you watching already do have an Erin Condren account, and you already are insiders, but it's free to be an insider in case you're not. So be sure you do that if you want to be able to order on the 21st of April as opposed to the next day. Just like with this washi, this one has a slick coating on it. So it's different than the usual washi, at least that I have gotten so far from Simply Gilded. And I believe what I'm going to do here is break my morning in half. And I'll go into time lapse to do it because it's a little tedious, but I'll do the first one in regular time. I'll place it first and then take my handy scraper, linked in the video description, and trim it like that. Now I'm going to do something nutty. I've got 4 hearts, 2 planners, and 1 agenda here. A smaller agenda there, but I'm looking for large things. What I'm going to do with them is just act like this is a bit of a ribbon, and this is in the middle of it. And I'm just going to go across and do that every day with one of those elements. Maybe sideways, or yeah. I like it like that. Then a heart next. We're going to have a heart on every other one. And then how about the agenda? Looks like the agenda has a big bow attached to it. It sure does. All right. We can work with that. I think I'll still go the same diagonal that I did that one on. And then we'll do another pinkish heart. No, let's don't, because that's so pinkish. Save that one and do the darker heart. And all right, and then we'll do the other planner. Looks exactly the same, I think. Yeah, we're going to do it the same way. Like that. And then the pink heart. That's pretty cute. I really want to use more bows. So let's use the bows to make a top 3 every day. I'll put 1 above the washi and then 2 below the washi. Like I'll do one with you and then I will go into time lapse. So if I want to make them all the same color each day, it would be like that, that, and that. Okay, be right back. I like that, and it's very functional. I can just come in and write on the paper. I don't have to worry about using a permanent pen on these. I can use the gel pen that they sent if I want to be all matchy-matchy. Now I'm going to take these that you probably would call a quarter box event labels and put 2 on Monday, Saturday, and Sunday where they will fit. And then I can write whatever I need to there as a appointment or to-do or an errand. Kind of stick to the page. I guess the main thing that I wish were slightly different about the Simply Gilded kits is that I wish they had more event labels, because they have all these beautiful decorative boxes, and sometimes I want to layer it with an event label so that it is something I can read easily and see easily. But I mean, you get such value for your money if you do the subscription, and that's what I did. I canceled my subscription, but I might start it back up again at some point. But I don't know if this is going to fit. I'm going to lift up that little planner guy right there and put the corner of it down over this event label like this. Yes, that works. So that, you know, it's $30 for so much washi tape and this sticker kit and a pen. So it's definitely a great value, even without what I consider to be the optimal number of event labels. So it is a great value. It just depends on what you need. And there you have it. Okay, so now the boxes are a little bit too big to fit underneath the planner unless I lift up the corner, which I could do. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have three boxes, so I don't have enough to do all 4, so I probably won't do it. I'm going to put a little shooting star down here, so it'll be like the same thing as the hearts essentially. I can write something beside it, but this is called Light Chaser, so I think the little shooting star is a neat thing to use for like a bullet point. And I'm going to just do that on 4 days and then use something else. I'll show you above these stickers. Why don't you think about what you would use? Tell me in the comments if you think, oh, you could have done this, because that would be interesting to me. Let me give you a little tilt here in case the glare was keeping you from seeing the images. Probably was. And sorry, I have to go back to glare for a moment, but I believe I will put another heart, a continuation of the same color, 1 each on all 7 days above the deco sticker. Next thing I'm going to do is the memory verse, which I put in the sidebar. This week's memory verse is 1 Corinthians 2:14. The natural person does not accept the things of the Spirit of God, for they are folly to him, and he is not able to understand them because they are spiritually discerned. That turned out nicely, and this is a BibleMate highlighter that I used. It's the purple one, and they don't give it a color name. They just call each one a word. Like this is called Grace. And BibleMates are awesome because if this had been a ballpoint pen, I know I could have highlighted over top of it, especially their BibleMate specific ballpoint pens, and it just does a beautiful job not smudging it, but I didn't want to test that with the gel pen from Simply Gilded right here on my planner page. It might have worked, but I cut out the Simply Gilded brand, hopefully you can see it, and the name of this kit, Light Chaser. I'm just doing this so that at some point you'll be able to read that instead of writing the name of this kit. Okay, so now on Monday, my top priority is Move 'em Out Monday for my Etsy shop. I also need to do some filming because I have some neat goodies from Laurel Denise, which are launching soon. If you are in the Laurel Denise Loves Facebook group, they're going to have a pre-launch tonight, which is Sunday the 6th. So if you're in that group, make sure you are aware of that. I know some people don't like to do that sort of thing on Sunday, but they do have a special discount, like for a small window, for members of the Laurel Denise Loves. And I do have a Laurel Denise affiliate link in my video description, but I will film for you their new pop-up planner and some other new goodies. So hopefully I'll do that Monday. I also have a gorgeous new Day Designer planner and 3 cool Day Designer accessories that are new. So I want to film that. I don't have piano lessons, so there is a slim chance that I could get both of these done. And I'll go ahead and list it on Monday in case that happens. It's a mom day. I'm going to try something. This is a wet erase marker, and it has a little bit of a bolder tip than my other permanent markers. This works on vinyl stickers. So I'm going to just see what it looks like if I write Mom Day directly on this. Okay, I can see that. I think it would probably look better if I put a script sticker on top of it, but that's what we're going to do. So I'll probably end up doing that on Wednesday and Friday too. And I need to make sure I go to the bank and the post office. And I'm going to leave these 2 boxes empty for the time being. Might come back and work on them later. And I could probably do some editing of these videos if I don't get that done on Tuesday. So let's put edits. I feel like the whole month of April is going to be full of extra or trying to get extra videos done. I may not be able to do it, but we will do the best we can. It's just that academic year planners are launching now, kind of here and there. Day Designer has already launched their academic year planners, but I have got one, and if you are a Day Designer user, I am going to review the mini this year. I had the mini my very first time I had a Day Designer, and I decided to go with the mini again for this review. So anyway, I'm going to have lots of filming to do. And one of the most daunting tasks I have is to write the new song, New Planner Day 2025, so I could work on lyrics for New Planner Day, and that could probably take up 2 bullet points worth, but I'll just use 1. I also need to make some new flashcards for this week, and it's lesson 13. You guys caught me last week when I called this lesson 13 because I forgot that the week that I was in as I was planning was actually spring break. So that that was lesson 11. This was spring break, and I accidentally put a 12 there and a 13 on this spread. You guys are great. You are more aware of my spring break and my lesson number than I am. But this is lesson 13, and there will be a new flashcard needed. I'm going to put that let's put it here, close to piano. I'm also going to need to cut Etsy orders at some point during this day. Let's put it right here. I'm going to leave this little bow blank and move on to Wednesday. It will be a Mom Day, and I'll go ahead and write Mom Day the same way that I did here. It actually showed up better on that one for some reason. I thought it would be harder to see, but no, it's not. Okay, and I will probably do more cutting of orders, so that's going to go here. And I'll try to film a little bit, especially if I'm behind and if this plan didn't work out. So we'll just do a little bit more filming / editing. Thursday, let's brainstorm more New Planner Day lyrics and cut more Etsy orders. Friday, I have a music teachers meeting, so I'm just going to pop down the Simply Gilded meeting sticker right here. And it's also a Mom Day. I need to make sure I do my mom's medication. Saturday, I have a piano festival from 10 to 12 in the morning, so let's just make this guy the festival sticker. After that, I'm going to do a combination of styling Saturday and watching the Masters. So let's put, maybe those should go right here. And my new job that I didn't tell you guys about, I said I was going to the following week. But on Thursdays, I am watching my youngest grandson for a few hours. So let's put that right there. I'm kind of liking the look of all caps. I kind of wish that I had done Mom Day in all caps because that really kind of stands out, and so does this too. I like that. So we'll do church in all caps right here, laundry in all caps down here, and I think I'm going to leave everything else blank, and that will kind of give me some margin and some room to move things around if it doesn't go exactly according to plan. Here's my lesson 13 sticker that I made back when I moved into this planner using the Erin Condren stickers in the back of the book. And I usually put my lesson number up here, but I'm this time going to put it here since I put Light Chaser up in that top margin. Here's a slow motion flyover for you so you can see everything up close. And this was Light Chaser from Simply Gilded, and it was a monthly subscription from a few months back. And a bunch of goodies are going to go in my giveaway box, which will be given away at some point. I have no idea when it's full, and I don't know the manner in which I will give it away. But you're going to have like 5 rolls of brand new washi tape. I didn't use the PET tape at all. This is all going in the giveaway box, and you'll just have to stay tuned because I honestly don't know how I'm going to give that away. What I like to do at the end of my weekly plan with me is say a prayer for the upcoming week. And here is a new one that is for the month of April. I'm going to pray this every week, and I invite you to join me if you like to. Most merciful and loving Father, thank you for welcoming us into your presence so that we can talk to you, praise you, thank you, show you our gratitude, and also lay our concerns and anxieties at your feet. We are not to be afraid. We are to trust you. Many of us have things on our plates this week that give us some nervous feelings or a little bit of anxiety or worry that things might not go well, or that we have too much to get done and we won't finish it all. But Father, right now we want to let go of all of that and acknowledge that you are in control of everything. We can make our plans, but as it says in Scripture, even though we make the plans, you establish our steps. So we embrace that. We want to walk in the path that you lay before us. Lord, you will help us to complete what we truly need to get done. We only need to abide in you, to trust you, and to seek you every day, to refocus our attention on you every morning and whisper our prayers to you at night when you are as close as our pillow. Help us to remember to continually reaffirm that we are going to trust you this week with everything that troubles us or worries us, even things that we're excited about, things that we love, things that are dear to us. We commit these things to you and ask for your blessing. In Jesus' holy name, amen. Well, friends, that's going to do it for this week's plan with me. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And as I said, stay tuned for some extra videos that I hope to get out on Laurel Denise and the Day Designer. Also, be watching the Erin Condren Instagram for sneak peeks. And as soon as I'm allowed to, I will also share some sneaks in my Facebook group, Plan Sarah Plans, Planner Circle. I invite you to join us there. Please answer all 3 questions so I can let you in. And I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.